Can I ask you a little bit about one of the things that you've been relatively vocal about, and I understand that there's a personal connection to this as well. So I am, for what it's worth, I'm particularly unhappy with what my colleagues in the psychological field have done with regards to gender-affirming care.
Right.
I think they are a pack of contemptible cowards.
Yes.
And I think that everyone who's been involved in this in relationship to minors should go to prison.
I agree.
Okay. Why do you agree? What's your oar in the water in this particular? This is the worst medical and psychological malpractice I've ever seen anywhere, including what I've done, what I've studied in reference to historical atrocity, eugenics, what do you call those, prefrontal lobotomy, even the sorts of things that were going on in Nazi Germany. At least the bloody Nazis knew it was wrong and tried to hide it.
Yes.
So, okay, so what's your, why are you engaged in this particular battle? I mean, you said you're going to move a couple of your company headquarters out of California because of the last legislative move that Gavin Newsom pulled with regards to the trans issue. So
yes, I mean, to be clear, there were many things leading up to that point.
Yes.
I was clear, like, look, it's not that it's the one straw; it's just the final straw.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a cumulative issue. Fair enough.
It's a cumulative issue.
Right. So it's not dramatic grandstanding. It's
no, and moreover, I've had conversations with Gavin Newsom before where I said, if you pass legislation like this, if you sign legislation like this, that in my view puts children in danger, I will move my companies out of California. And he knew that ahead of time.
Okay, you've talked to him directly about this. What the hell is he doing? Like, I cannot understand. I really cannot understand. I mean, the Democrats...
He's pandering to the far left.
Why did the Democrat moderates constantly pander to the far left? I worked with the Democrats in California for 5 years, trying to get them to separate themselves from the far left. They wouldn't admit that they existed even, and they certainly would never separate them. So
yeah, well, I mean, going back to the so-called gender-affirming care, which is a terrible euphemism.
That's for sure.
It's really a child sterilization, is what it should be.
No, there's mutilation too.
It's child mutilation and sterilization.
Yeah. Under the guise of gender-affirming care and compassion.
Right.
It's
evil.
Literally can't imagine anything worse than that.
Kids who are obviously often far below the age of consent.
Yep. Confused, miserable.
Yes. The reality is that almost every child goes through some kind of identity crisis.
It's part of puberty.
Exactly. It's just part of growing up. It's very possible for adults to manipulate children who are having a natural identity crisis into believing that they are the wrong gender.
Yeah.
And then they give them sterilizing drugs, which are called also a misnomer, puberty blocker. These are sterilization drugs, so they can never have children again.
Yeah.
They can have double mastectomies, mutilation.
They have their forearms stripped to build non-functioning penises.
Yeah. I mean, we have an age of consent for a reason. That the reason you can't get, say, tattoos below age 18, or drink or drive, if we allow children to take permanent actions when they're 10, 12, 14 years old, they will do things that they subsequently greatly regret. It happened to one of my older boys, where I was essentially tricked into signing documents for one of my older boys, Xavier. This is before I had really any understanding of what was going on, and we had COVID going on, and so there was a lot of confusion. I was told, Xavier might commit suicide if he.
That was a lie right from the outset. No reliable clinician ever believed that. There was never any evidence for that.
It's incredibly evil, and I agree with you that people that have been promoting this should go to prison.
It won't stop till that happens.
Yeah.
It'll just go underground. There's all puberty blockers are being accessed online by kids all the time through non-medical channels. So,
You know, it wasn't explained to me that puberty blockers are actually just sterilization drugs. Anyway, and so I lost my son essentially. So my son Xavier is dead, killed by the woke mind virus.
all right, so let's.
So I vowed to destroy the woke mind virus after that. And we're making some progress.
Join the club.
Yeah.